numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
We go! 30 base.
Reverse.
Get it!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Hey, wahoo!
58's the Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Hey, foxtrot.
58, boy. 58.
Yeah.
2nd and 14. Thomas has got it. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
60 Pittsburgh.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This is Michelle on the counter. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here we go. Crunch.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's Coleman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1 man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. 180. 44's the mark. 44's the mark. 11.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Back to you.
65.
Now Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jalen Ferguson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go, go, go.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo completes it to Lee. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Garoppolo looks to throw.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing form.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 37. One receiver to the left is Evans. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58's the mic.
Go, faster.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch up. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Haywood!
51's the mic! 51's the mic! Mike 51.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return is Peterson. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. It's caught by Mike Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and very short, Garoppolo. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. And it's Michel once again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he'll go deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 50 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's